Hi friends, it's Tracy and I'm back to do my week 2 check-in, and I'm also going to combine in my paycheck number 2 cash stuffing video. I'm just going to wrap this all up in one because this one is always really small and it's probably easier just to do it this way. And I want to thank you all for coming back, or if you're a new subscriber, for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you all. Your support is really appreciated. All your words of encouragement, I appreciate all of it, and it really does help me as I'm out and about, driving around, doing things, not to spend money because I know I have to come back on here. So without further ado, I am going to zoom you guys in to show you what my spending was like for this past week. And I did pretty good, I have to say. Because you guys know, sorry I couldn't get that to lift up, but let me zoom you in so you can see and turn the notebook straight for you all. And I also, because I tore up my little bag getting out of the car that I take to the laundromat with me, I was able to bring my quarters in with me finally. This is where all the quarters go. I just put them in a Ziploc bag and I throw them in that backpack that I was carrying. And so I normally don't have that upstairs. It's always downstairs right near the door so I can just grab it and walk out. I have to leave things in the same spot, or I will leave them at home because I am a creature of habit and I like my habits. So for laundry, I spent $9.25. Actually got all the machines that I wanted and dryers, and didn't have to do a lot of adding extra quarters for that. At Walmart, I bought something that was personal, and I also got something personal from Kroger, and I think it was a battery for my scale. My son gave me a scale for Mother's Day. It's one of those high-tech ones that need batteries. I have an old school one, but I can never get that point something. I can't see that. So he got me that scale, so I needed batteries for it so it'll work. And for groceries, I spent $10.14 at Walmart, $52.89 at Aldi's, and $2.11 at Kroger. At Kroger, I had to go and pick up some cranberry sauce because I promised my boys I was going to make, we were going to have meatball subs this past week, and I used cranberry sauce in there to give it a sweet, tangy taste, and I had to go pick it up. I forgot when I was at Aldi's to pick it up. It probably would have been cheaper there. And one of the good things that is like a win here is that this is the first time in like 2 years I did not go, I didn't go to the store with my sons when I grocery shop. The reason why my grocery bill is able to stay as low as it is because I always go with my sons. My sons do not allow me to wander around in a grocery store and pick up things that I don't need. It has to be on a list. And a lot of times they're looking at the list or they're pushing the baskets, and so they know. And so if I wander off, or I say I'm going to look at one thing and then I end up on another aisle, they will push that basket off to the other side of the store and I have to follow them. I've been mad at them about that crap because I don't like it, but it was helpful to keep me on track and to keep me from doing what I always do. So I'm going to fill in my amounts. So for groceries, I started out with $92, and this past week I spent $65.14. And I wanted to show you guys, this calculator does not have that, it has the memory recall button, has the store, and then it has the memory where you're storing it. It doesn't have that other button that you can quickly get rid of it. This calculator is not right. I'm going to get a more basic calculator, and I'm quite sure this is one of my kids' old ones, but I got to get a basic, just basic. I don't need all the extra buttons. I didn't spend anything in household. Laundry, I spent $9.25. I'm just going to round it up to 10 because I only count the bills and not the quarters that I have. They just sit there. For restaurants, I didn't spend anything. Woohoo! And for personal, I spent $9.73. And so now I'm going to use this calculator, and let's hope I don't fat finger anything this week and put that memory back on there again, because that was it took me a couple of days to get that off of there. 65.14 minus 92 is 26.86, and so I expect to have $26 in cash in groceries. And let's see what I got in here. I still haven't activated this card I got from the bank. That might be my personal spending for the month. So 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's $27. So I'll probably use some change, because I take all the change from each purchase, put it in my coin pocket over here on the side, and then I just use it for any of the categories. It doesn't matter. I am not going to put this back in my groceries. I'm going to sit this to the side, because that is going to be my beginning to reach my goal of $40 from cash envelopes for the month. So I'm going to take that out. And so household is going to stay with 2, whatever that is. I'm going to let ride. Laundry is 40. And I like to verify that, because there's one part I don't want to mess up, and that's the laundry. I got to do my laundry, and I still have 20 there. I have 40 there, excuse me, 20, 40. Excuse me. Allergies and this heat is killing me. So restaurant is going to be 50. And I'm proud of myself that I'm not going to restaurants and eating out a lot, which is probably why I'm losing weight. So 20, 40, 50 here. For my restaurants, that's still all there. And personal. And I did it. Oh, I got it off. I got it off. I had just put that M on there, and I'm like, stop doing that. 97 minus 9.73 equals 87.27. So I need to have $87 in my personal. And so let's see what I got back here. So 20, 40, 60, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got $87 left here. I'm going to put my ones on the front. And I'm going to stick that back in there. And so I think this might be the most I've ever started off a month with, and to keep it my personal this long, because oh Lord, I used to be really bad when I wasn't watching my cash envelopes. I would go through this pretty quickly. So I'm going to go and look at my weekly goals, my week 2 goals. For groceries, it was 75, and I spent 65.14. So woohoo, I made that one. Household was 0, so I made that one. Restaurant was 15, and I didn't spend anything, so I blew that one out the water. And personal, I could spend 20, and I actually spent $9.73. So I met that one. So this week I got a 4 out of 4, y'all. Whoop whoop. So the next thing I'm going to do is go do my cash envelope stuffing. This is a small cash stuffing. It's normally just my groceries and my car maintenance. So let me take you guys out a little bit, and let's see if I can get the direction right the first time. Nope, of course I didn't. Okay, and I'll explain what this money is that's off to the side is in a second. So for groceries, it's $150. Let me get back to my budget so you guys can see that piece of it. So it's the first line here with the little check box here, and I may need to tighten that up for you. And I keep saying I'm going to wear my glasses when I'm looking at this, and I never do. So I should have $150 for groceries and 50, and I didn't straighten up the money this time. And so that's $150 for groceries, and I'm going to put that in. Ooh, and this money stinks. Car maintenance is going to get another $30. I had depleted this a couple of months ago for my car because one day I went out to go do laundry and I had no power. It wouldn't it couldn't crank. I couldn't unlock the doors and everything. So I'm gonna fill this out, and today is the 17th. It's another deposit for $30, which will bring my total up to $60 in this particular envelope. And so this one has been the biggest blessing as far as my cash envelopes, because cars always they always freak me out. I don't know much about them. 20, 40, 50, 60, and so when something goes wrong, instantly I'm kind of freaked out a little bit. And so that's my cash stuffing right there. So that part is done. And let me do my check here for car maintenance. Now this money that's off to the side is 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. This came from my boys, and each of them pay $50 for their cell phone bill, their portion of the bill. I paid the whole amount, and so they paid me. So when I got up this morning, under my door was this money. It was slid up under there. So I am going to break one of these 20s with 2 10s so I can give them back their change. And I'm going to get that out of the car maintenance envelope and then put in the 20, so it still has $60 in it, and then they get their money back. But that's how we do it. I send them a text and I just say, hey, you know, don't forget cell phones are due this Saturday. They work nights. They can go to the bank, to the ATM, pick up the money on the way home, and they give me the money for the bill. Around Christmas I do something a little bit different. I still tell them about the bill, so that way they are used to paying a bill, and we take the money and we go and purchase toys for Tots. I let the boys pick out $50 in boy gifts, $50 in girl gifts, and we go from there. And the way they look at buying toys for kids is pretty interesting. Not long ago they were short people, so you think they would know, but yeah, they buy girl gifts and it's kind of weird. To me it's kind of weird. To them it makes perfect sense. They assume every doll is a mom, and I'm like, no, some of them are career women and they don't want children and they don't get it, and they always like to pair them up. But that's neither here nor there. That's me rambling. So what I'm going to do with this money is I'm going to take it, put a paper clip on it, and I'm going to stash it away because I still have another leftover envelope from my FPU kit that I used to use when I used to do my little sinking funds challenge. And I would find money and I would just hold on to it. So I'm gonna put it in here, and this is my starter to get me to my monthly goal of $40 for my cash envelopes for savings. And so I've already started off with 26, and I'm pretty excited about that. So, and the last thing I need to do is my week 3 goals. I think you guys have never seen me do this because I normally do it after I finish filming, after I try to think it through a little bit. For groceries, it's going to be $80. Household is going to be $0 because I don't have any money. I only have like a couple bucks. I think I got $2 or $4 up in that envelope, so I'm not going to touch that. And I have everything I need here. Restaurant, I'm going to allow myself $15. And personal, I'm going to go with another 20. There's something I need for my hair, so I'm going to go and see if I can find some old school Afro Sheen, or I can't remember what it's called, but you know, just like Coming to America Soul Glow. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the Jerry Curl juice. That's what I'm going to use. My hair, I put my hair in twists, so I need to moisturize it, and I find that works better than me paying something really expensive to go on my hair. But that is it on my goals. So now you guys are seeing that as I made them. And for this week, I have not spent a dime this week outside of Sunday, and I'm going to claim today as a no spend ahead of time because I have no intentions of stopping anywhere. I do have to do some merchandising today, and I have 3 stores to do, and then I got 1 more week of doing these 3 stores, and then that'll be it. And hopefully I'll get most of that money to go into pay debt for the month of September. Thank you guys for watching. I know this is a long video, and I appreciate each of you who are able to stick around this long, because I know this can be draining, and this is one of those videos you watch when you don't have anything else to do. But y'all have a super fantastic morning, afternoon, and evening, and thank you all. Bye.